In my opening speech, I had mentioned alpha-focused investments. I was talking to someone who was like wanting to understand again, what is the meaning of alpha-focused investments. I again repeat the charts that you saw just now is something like what is called alpha-focused investments. It requires a lot of skin in the game. It requires, a lot of sacrifice to not grow too fast. And also, it is like not, keeping too many schemes, fund managers, founders doing it on their own. And to kind of analyze them and find out them is what we do at PMSAF World. There are two types of investors, as I said. One who are looking for equity returns, one who are looking for alpha. We cater to those investors look for alpha, and here are those fund managers who kind of cater to those requirements. So welcome, Anirudh, for this fireside chat. My first.
Yeah, first of all, thank you, Kamal. It's indeed a great show, and the way, uh, the effort that you take in, and you and your team, of course, takes in to educate the investors from time to time and present investors with these opportunities. I think it's great. Hats off. And I have been my investor. I've been an investor throughout my life. I've become a fund manager very, very recently, 4 5 years only. So I know how important these things can, because somebody says something, a fund manager is saying something can change your investment journey altogether, whether you invest with him or not. So these opportunities, Kamal, indeed for me have provided very amazing learning experiences over the past 16 17 years. And I give the credit to the PMS AIF World team to take the effort up.
Thank you so much. So moving on to the fireside chat, you have always been talking about one narrative that we have kind of, understood from you. I have been in this industry for the last 2 decades, but the narrative is so beautiful and kind of it defines, bull run as old economy bull run and new economy bull run. Nobody would have heard about this maybe in the past, but it's like very lately as I got to know Anirudh Garg and Invasset 1 year ago, I kind of understood that it's very kind of insightful. So maybe, I would want you to first explain, what is this old economy versus new economy bull run and what kind of bull run are we in at present?
Okay, so to answer your question, we'll have to look at it from India's perspective for the last 35 years. Let's analyze the last 35 years in the next 5 minutes. Uh, and I'll explain what an old economy run is and what a new economy run is first. An old economy run is basically something that focuses on value. Yeah, anything that is value oriented, investment cycle oriented, goes up at this time. In this old economy run, you will find ample money supply in the market. Why? Because every asset is going up. Overall, the central banks, they are, you know, uh, giving in more liquidity to the system, as it happened after COVID. You will see interest rates going up. You will see growth going up. Every economic indicator during this time is going up. While in a new economy run, the focus shifts from value to quality. And why is that? Why it shifts from value to quality? Because somewhere the overall growth of the world, it gets hampered. Till the world growth is there, value is okay. Till when the world growth comes under problem, or when the expectation, I would use the expectation of world growth comes under doubt, then the money shifts from value to quality. Quality, what do you have? Quality, you have pharma, FMCG, IT, leading the run. These sectors do well always, but they lead the run. They bypass all other sectors in terms of return. While in value, you have something like the old economy. In value, there are primarily two themes, two broader themes, and I think it sums up value totally. One is interest rate sensitives. इंटरेस्ट रेट फॉर इंटरेस्ट रेट सेंसिटिव, जैसे ये आपका ये है, रियल एस्टेट है, एंड देन मेटल्स हैं, ऑल दीज थिंग्स. सो for interest rate sensitives to perform, you need global growth and global inflation under control. And for capital expenditure, it should be a government push. And third thing that happens during this time is the manufacturing side of the economy. Now, if we look at from 1987, let's start from 1987, January 1, 1987 to January 1992, we saw one of the biggest bull runs of India, led by a man called Harshad Mehta. Yeah, the Harshad Mehta run. What stocks did very well at that time, the best. The leaders at that time were something like a ACC or a Apollo वालों की company होती थी, Apollo Steel. So all these old economy oriented sectors did pretty well. We saw Sensex rising massively during that period. Why? Because India was primarily an old economy. इंडिया में कोई न्यू इकोनॉमी थी नहीं, बहुत ही कम कंपनीज थी, सिप्ला, हीरो होंडा जैसी, जिनको हम किसी तरह ज़बरदस्ती न्यू इकोनॉमी में क्लासीफाई कर सकते हैं. बट दैट बुल रन, the valuations went up extreme, and again we saw a bear run. Till April of 1993, we saw a bear run in the market. Then from 1993, April 93 to January of 2000, we saw again a bull run in the Indian economy. Primarily, this bull run started with consumer discretionary spending, all the Hero Hondas and Asian Paints and this and that, they all did well. And then it was overtaken by FMCG, the livers and everything. Then ultimately by pharma, all the Novartis and everything. And ultimately that run ended. Every bull run ends with some type of euphoria. Ultimately the bull run ended with the dot-com bubble. Yeah. So the dot-com bubble, the bull run ended in January of 2000. And why I'm focusing on that? Because bear runs, hum jitna bhi bole, bear runs are very, very painful. It is very, very painful to lose 50% of your capital. So these cycles are very, very important, for me at least. January 2000 to September of 2001, there was a bear market. And from September of 2001, India led the world. Okay, now one more point here. In an old economy run, you will see the DII is doing pretty well. पिछले 3 साल से क्या है? DIIs are doing well. Why? Because they are primarily the buyers of value. You will see FII is not doing well. हम पिछले 2 साल से देख रहे हैं, FII is not doing very well. I know the fund managers' names also, but I'll not take these names here. कि ये fund आपको उस time पे अच्छा करता हुआ मिलेगा और ये fund आपको अच्छा करता हुआ नहीं मिलेगा because of the orientation of the fund manager. Yeah. Now, in this period from say 87 to 92, the Sensex was the outperformer of the world. Nothing grew as Sensex grew, not even Dow Jones. जिसको हम बोलते हैं from 1987 to 2000, Dow saw the biggest rally that an economy can see because it went up from the $2 trillion to $10 trillion वाली story जो हम fund manager बार बार आके आप लोगों को बेचते हैं. That Dow that time went up till 1992, it went up very well, but nowhere as compared to the Sensex. Then from 1994, Sensex was in a 6-7 years of range, did not perform at all. But the Dow Jones saw the biggest rally. From 2001, again the old economy run. The September of 2001, again the old economy run started. In the old economy run, we had start किससे हुआ था old? If many of you, I'm very, very sure, must have been in all these runs. I came in this 2000 run in the market. My father has been there since 1992. So in this run, the rally was led by again the old economy. इस टाइम पे आपकी DLF बनी, इस टाइम के आपके capital goods, all ABBs, L&Ts. It was ultimately, this run was finished with the Reliance Petro का IPO. The Reliance companies did pretty well. I remember that day when Reliance Petro का IPO जिस दिन आ रहा था, I was working in Ludhiana Stock Exchange, and बाहर बोली लग रही थी कि Reliance Petro की किसी ने भाई भरी है तो हमें दे दो, इतने में खरीद लेते हैं. So this is what euphoria does to you. And after that we saw one of the harshest bear markets of all time. In 9 months, the Nifty fell down 66%. From 6,437, we came down to 2,250. Yeah. So bear runs को भी recognize तो देखो life में करना पड़ेगा. मैं अगर विकास खेमानी सर की बात करूं, one of the best investors I know, the only thing that I took away from him is कि overall India is a very, very investable economy, और इंडिया में अगर आप कोई asset बनाते हो except the stock market, तो आपके chances of success versus the stock market थोड़े कम तो हैं. आपको वो कंपाउंडेड एनुअल ग्रोथ रेट नहीं मिलेगा जो आपको एक डेफिनेटिव स्ट्रैटेजी के साथ स्टॉक मार्केट में मिलेगा. नाउ अक्टूबर ऑफ 2008 अगेन, नाउ फ्रॉम ओल्ड इकोनॉमी इट शिफ्टेड टू द न्यू इकोनॉमी. जैसे सर ने बोला अभी इससे पहले दैट इंडिया में रैलीज तो आती थी पर फिजल आउट हो जाती थी. एक पार्ट है, इंडिया लेड फ्रॉम 2001 टू 2008. नाउ डाउ जोन्स विल लीड फ्रॉम 2008 टू 2020. इट वॉज नाउ अ डाउ जोन्स ओरिएंटेड रैली. वाई? बिकॉज वर्ल्ड में ग्रोथ ही नहीं आ रही है कहीं से. सो अल्टीमेटली आपको पैसा अपना कहाँ डालना पड़ेगा? द पैसा हैज टू बी शिफ्टेड टू क्वालिटी. और जब हम क्वालिटी की बात करते हैं, अमेरिका की क्वालिटी हमसे मच सुपीरियर है. सी दीज आर द ओनली टू इकोनॉमीज इन द वर्ल्ड जहाँ की आप लोगों तो स्टॉक मार्केट में इन्वेस्ट करना. चाइना एक बहुत अच्छी इकोनॉमी होगी, पर जब वो है ही एक कम्युनिस्ट, उनकी स्टॉक मार्केट कभी फ्लरिश कर ही नहीं सकती. कौन सी कम्युनिस्ट कंट्री की आज तक स्टॉक मार्केट फ्लरिश करी है? कर ही नहीं सकती ना. देयर इज दैट लैक ऑफ ट्रस्ट. दैट लैक ऑफ ट्रस्ट इज नॉट देयर. मार्केट चलेगा ही नहीं कभी भी. सो इंडिया, वी आर वेरी वेरी लकी दैट वी आर बोर्न इन इंडिया. यहाँ पे एक ही ग्रुप का हमें टाटा स्टील भी मिलता है और हमें इंडिया का सबसे बड़ा प्रॉफिट जनरेटर टाटा कंसल्टेंसी सर्विसेज भी मिलता है. सो वी आर दैट बिग अ मल्टीफेसेटेड इकोनॉमी कि हमें दोनों इकोनॉमीज में पार्टिसिपेट करने के लिए इंडिया के बेस्ट ग्रुप्स मिल जाते हैं. सो दिस इज वन एडवांटेज दैट इंडिया हैज एज कंपेयर टू रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. अगर आप यूएस जाते हो और उसको बोलते हो कि भाई मुझे कोई ओल्ड इकोनॉमी की कंपनी दे दे, तो यूएस के पास कुछ नहीं है ओल्ड इकोनॉमी के लिए. वो तो कहता है मुझे तो भैया डाउ जोन्स में मेरे सारे के सारे आप शेयर देखोगे तो सारे के सारे न्यू इकोनॉमी ओरिएंटेड है. पर हम न्यू इकोनॉमी पे हमारा फोकस इतना ज़्यादा है, हमारा क्या मैं बोलूँ, टुवर्ड्स इनोवेशन हमारा फोकस. वी नो हाउ टू बिल्ड ब्रांड्स. हमारा इनोवेशन, हमने इतना बड़ा कंजम्पशन इकोनॉमी बना दिया है वर्ल्ड के लिए. वी आर द ग्लोबल ग्रीन बैग. हम अपनी सारी इन्फ्लेशन पास ऑन कर देते हैं रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड को. तो इसलिए हम हर रन में हम पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं. वरना डाउ जोन्स के पास ओल्ड इकोनॉमी है ही नहीं. हमारे पास ओल्ड इकोनॉमी बहुत अच्छी ओल्ड इकोनॉमी है. एंड देन फाइनली ये जो 2020 में ख़त्म हुआ, जो कोविड के फॉल से ख़त्म हुआ, एंड देन फाइनली वी स्टार्टेड द old economy run which we are in right now. So I currently believe that the underlying, we are in an old economy run. There now an old economy run का मतलब या new economy run का ये मतलब नहीं है कि दूसरा सेक्टर परफॉर्म ही नहीं करेगा. आप ओल्ड इकोनॉमी वाले जो सेक्टर्स हैं वो ज़्यादा परफॉर्म करने चाहिए यहाँ पे. सो जब आप इस टाइम पे चूज़ करते हो तो आपको ओल्ड इकोनॉमी ओरिएंटेड चीज़ें लेनी चाहिए. वैल्यूएशन का ध्यान आपको साथ में ज़रूर रखना चाहिए. Somewhere I believe at what in Vasset we do, we have a very very clear funda that I have one wife, I am married, I am not here to marry stocks at all. I believe every 3-4 years in the Indian stock market the money can be doubled, and that is what my focus has been from the last 16 years. 2006 I started, 5-7 years तो रिसर्च में ही लग गया. उसके बाद 2008 बेयर रन पूरा नीचे तक देखा. लेकिन एक चीज़ समझ आ गई दैट द मनी विच इज़ क्रिएटेड इन द स्टॉक मार्केट, अगर आपको मार्केट ने रिवॉर्ड करा है, यू हैव बीन लकी इनफ टू बी इन द मार्केट एंड देन you have invested well, you have followed your systems, that money is not to be given away. So somewhere capital protection, in 2000, sorry I'm taking a little longer, in 2011 when I was training for a few years under Reliance MF, being there we formed a research group. We employed 4 more people under us privately, and then did a research there. We interviewed around 250 fund managers, 1000 plus portfolio investors. We came to one conclusion that there are 4 very very important things that you need to generate, that you need as an investor. Firstly, capital protection number 1 है. आपको कैपिटल प्रोटेक्शन पे ध्यान देना ही देना पड़ेगा. सो डू नॉट लीवरेज इन दिस मार्केट, डू नॉट बी पुल्ड इन बाय फोमो कि अरे यार मैं तो पीछे रह गया, 1 साल में इतने इतने रिटर्न्स आ गए. इन वैसेट की पिछले 1 साल की रिटर्न 100 something% थी. मैं गारंटी बोल सकता हूँ अगले साल में नहीं आने वाली है. आई कैन गिव इट इन रिटर्न. वन थिंग दैट आई कैन गिव इन रिटर्न इज दैट इन नेक्स्ट ईयर दैट रिटर्न इज नॉट गोना कम. नाउ इन फोमो फैक्टर्स, ये सब कैपिटल प्रोटेक्शन पे आप अपना ध्यान दें. वन ऑफ द बेस्ट तरीकाज इज दैट डू नॉट कम इन टू द मार्केट्स इन टाइम ऑफ एक्सट्रीम यूफोरिया. हमें एज फंड मैनेजर्स कहते हैं कि लोग आते ही तेजी में हैं, तो आप तेजी में फंड्स क्यों मना करते हैं लेने के लिए. आई एम टॉकिंग वेरी कैंडिड, नो फंड मैनेजर विल टॉक टू यू अबाउट इट. सो लेकिन आपको कहीं ना कहीं ये देखना पड़ेगा कि जब मार्केट्स में क्रैश आए हुए हैं, when things don't look good, when there is a COVID in which there is a video that everybody will touch something and die, and in 60-70 days that video many of us have seen के सब थोड़े सालों में मर जाएंगे तो बाद में पैसे का करेंगे भी क्या ना, तो इन्वेस्ट ही कर देते हैं. जब मर ही जाएंगे सारे थोड़े साल बाद तो क्या करेंगे. So this is the point. Invest in times of, as investors I'm telling you, I've made great success following this, when there is overall fear in the market, please be a good investor at that time. That is the time that you have to invest. और ये थोड़ा old economy का मैंने आपको बताया, new economy का.
Sure, Anirudh. So I'll just remind you, when we offered you for this discussion, you were earlier offered to talk, but you said we'll do fireside chat. So we'll do fireside chat. And
नहीं,
obviously,
see, क्या है ना कमल जी, कभी अकेला रहता हूँ वाइफ के साथ बॉम्बे में, तो बोलने का मौका नहीं मिलता.
so let's now continue,
sure,
right?
sure,
So
sure.
what kind of bull run are we in now? Is it quality or is it value?
No, it is primarily an old economy bull run.
And what stage are we in, when you
I
define
think
it?
there's still a lot of space left. Sectoral shifts do happen. Some sectors they top out, other sectors they lead. But ultimately, somewhere we are in an old economy bull run.
So in the old economy bull run, we saw one area
Kamal, I
which...
would like to add here. Just sorry.
Sure.
But, markets have a tendency to pick up some. I've seen it over and over and over again. Over our algorithm, which we have a day-by-day data that we have tested for the last 35 years, implemented for the last 13 years. By algorithm, I don't mean that we are churning or doing something. It is just a way of looking at things. Markets have a tendency to pick up something from the dirt and turn it into diamonds. तो हम अपने ऑफिस में बोलते हैं कि इट इज़ अ कार्बन ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन दैट हैपेंस. यहाँ से कार्बन उठाया डर्ट में से और उसको डायमंड बना के छोड़ दिया. नाउ एवरीबडी वांट्स दैट डायमंड एंड दैट डायमंड इज फिनिश्ड नाउ. दे पिक अप द नेक्स्ट डर्ट. सो समवेयर द diamond is still not there, and we are still have a lot of space left in this old economy run, I feel.
Sure. So exactly that was my question. You gave me the context. We have seen over last 18 months one dust becoming diamond, which is PSUs. Nobody was touching PSUs like 18 months ago, and you were the first one, I think, as a fund manager who figured out and picked that dust, which today looks to be diamond. And there are many other, I would say 90% of the industry, which is like consistent compounders or other part of the quality conscious fund managers, who today have kind of seen a change in their perception. 5 years ago there was no narrative of quality, there was no narrative of PSUs as quality. Today they say that PSU is also quality. It's like a ongoing thing, and they are kind of changing the portfolios and adding PSUs. So do you think they are again going wrong? What are your views in this regards?
See, firstly, the people that you're talking about are the greatest fund managers in India. They have made people earn a lot of money, so I have deep respect for them. But what I feel is that two things I'll add here. Somewhere, every investor and the fund manager, the psychology should be matched. That psychology matching is very, very important. If I own something like an Asian Paints, हम सबको उनका portfolio पता है. So something like an Asian Paints, HDFC Bank, all these things. Firstly, these are all new economy oriented companies. So somewhere buying at one Asian Paints at 120 multiple, growing at 12% is, I think, not a right bet when there are better opportunities available elsewhere. So I don't think that this is the right way, because for at least for me as an investor, I'm an investor first. I always say that मुझे 3 साल अगर underperformance मिलती है, I will not be able to tolerate it. I am okay with 1 year. I am okay with a maximum of 18 months. But 3 years का cycle जो market में world over markets में चलता है, if I am underperforming the benchmark only, then what is the point? So I believe that somewhere you have to match the psychology of the investor and the fund manager, and you feel okay कि यार मुझे 20 साल में 16% से grow करना है, then they are wonderful companies to be in. If you want alpha above it, so you should know that it will not come this way. That alpha will come by doing something extra in the market. My target for me as an investor, I have my entire money invested the asset way. So my idea is I want to make the Nifty grows at somewhere between historically a 12 to 14% range. I believe that we should do 1.5 to 2x of that, so 18 to 28%. Basically, I want my money to double every 3 to 4 years. If I am not able to do that, I do have a problem. And that is why I believe कि हाँ आपको बस ये clear, अगर new economy old economy को हम sum up करें यहाँ पे, so somewhere अगर आपको पता है कि हाँ एक old economy run भी आता है और 2004 से लेके 2008 तक ओल्ड ये न्यू इकोनॉमी के जो शेयर्स थे ये एशियन पेंट वगैरह के, इन्होंने बिल्कुल भी परफॉर्म नहीं किया था. सो समवेयर यू विल टेक कॉल्स अकॉर्डिंगली. या
Sure. So tell me one thing, at present we understand it's an old economy bull run going on. You mentioned that it is continue to, do well from here, but obviously one needs to get, cautious here because valuations are like gradually rising. But within that, PSUs and old economy bull run, how are you constructing portfolio now? How are you balancing your portfolio? Because it's like this old economy bull run has run up. Now maybe, at some point of time it will shift to quality again. How will you understand that shift and how are you kind of practically managing it at present?
see, why do bull market corrections and bear market corrections come in the market? It is all based on investor psychology. For me, somewhere the investor psychology reaches a level where it's not about the returns only. Returns ultimately compel the investors to come, but somewhere the investor psychology reaches a stage of extreme greed. Yeah, that time there are evident corrections in the market. So as agar I will not comment on what I am doing right now because I'm doing something right now, but what I feel is that this is an old economy run. Somewhere in the last 2 years, the old economy has done exceptionally well, maybe a little more than what was expected. So right now, if you have to put money, so maybe you put it a little bit of your money in new economy, okay? A little bit of your money through SIPs in old economy. But whenever there is a crash, crashes are part of the market. They have to come. It is not कि ये नहीं होगा, ये आएंगे ही आएंगे. और old economy run में the crashes are deeper as well, as was there in 2004, 2006. Now the crashes don't get those deeper because overall the share of old economy as a percentage of the Nifty 50 has reduced drastically what it was there in 2004 or 2006 or 2008. Today, 33% of old economy is IT. Okay, 33% is banking and 33% is rest. So the percentage of old economy overall in the Nifty 50 has gone down dramatically. And somewhere I feel that whatever was a 30% crash there, now it's a 20% crash. Somewhere we'll see that. We saw it in, 2022, but it's a thing of the past. The bull market corrections don't affect you that much. But when it will come to the bear market correction, it will surely affect.
So you kind of, give nomenclature of new economy to HDFC Bank and old economy to SBI.
Yes, absolutely.
So at present, for next 1 year, HDFC Bank or SBI?
Stocks का अमल नहीं करेंगे.
Just for the understanding of the audience. Obviously, everybody is investor here. We are not. Everybody understand it's like.
So I will not give a politically correct answer. I'll give a right answer of what I'm thinking. I think right now 50% HDFC Bank and a 50% State Bank. Guys, no recommendation at all to buy and sell. And whenever I've given a 1 or 2 or 3 stock recommendation to anybody, I've always been wrong. Always been wrong.
Sure. So tell me one thing, now as we are expecting interest rates to come down, there was this article yesterday and then we know in September first rate cut could happen in the US. Is that the beginning of the quality run and stocks like Asian Paints, HDFC Bank,
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Why?
See, if we talk about all the bull runs back there are some valuation ratios governing every particular type of sector. Every time a new euphoria happens in the market, the valuations of the overall old economy will reach at levels that they had never seen before. And that is where that bull run ends. Somewhere we are not seeing, barring a couple of sectors, we are not seeing it happening everywhere. See, for example, the biggest player of the old economy, the metals have not performed till now. So it cannot happen like that. So somewhere we'll see that it reaches a level where the India story becomes, मुझे ऐसा लगता है that India is doing pretty well. Overall, everything that is said and done is जो भी विकास सर ने बताया, it all is absolutely correct. But for me, the way stock markets are functioning, Kamal, nothing has changed. Stock market, अरे ठीक है, पुल बन रहे हैं सब कुछ है, but stock market functioning में I don't see anything changing. It has been functioning like this for the last 35 years. हम सिर्फ निफ्टी की उसको नहीं देख सकते, हमें ये देखना है कि रन किसका है, उसमें चल क्या रहा है, why is it rising, where the relative change was, and ultimately the compounded returns, CAGRs that I'm seeing over the say year minus 20 to minus 15, minus 15 to minus 10, minus 10 to minus 5, and minus 10. Everything is the same. So nothing is changing. Don't be overly bullish on India, and that is why now take it as a reason and justify your entering into the market. See markets from the right perspective. Markets are absolutely one of the best assets for you to take your money. आप real estate में देखो, गुड़गांव में बैठे तो मेरी बात तो पहले ही गलत हो गई कि I believe real estate grows at ultimately आपको 3% का रेंटल में यील्ड मिलता है और 10% का आपको एप्रिसिएशन मिलता है. गुड़गांव में नहीं है, मतलब हम तो बैंड्रा में रहते हैं, वहाँ पे इतना ही मिलता है. सो ओवरऑल मतलब इतना भी नहीं मिलता, हमें तो 7 ही मिलता है. सो somewhere I believe that you have to see what your CAGRs are. What is the difference between a 5% FD? What is the difference a 5% का FD, 12% का real estate, 12% का gold, 15% का Nifty and 18% का 16-17% का म्यूचुअल फंड या 18% का कोई स्पेशल या 20% का कोई स्पेशल PMS. इससे ज़्यादा लंबी चौड़ी कोई है नहीं मार्केट में. There is no free money in the market. In equity investing you take risk because this is one of the only, मतलब इसमें आपके पैसे घटते भी हैं. But somewhere I believe that going forward equity investing 20 years down the line will be the best investing asset out there without any, somewhere it will beat your own businesses as well.
Sure. So, you talked about real estate. Real estate as a sector has also done very well in equity markets. And that was part of old economy bull run, which kind of, did not perform till 2000, since 2010. And now it has again started to perform. So has this also...
Growth rates in real estate would come down, but still market follows growth. ग्रोथ ही उसको यहाँ पे मिल रही है, दूसरी जगह उसको कंजम्पशन में ग्रोथ ही नहीं मिलेगी. सो ऑफ कोर्स इन रियल एस्टेट थिंग्स वुड बी ऑल राइट, बट नॉट एज सो. आई 100% this is not going to happen. The flat that was in Park Place, we had, so the flat that was for 3 crore rupees went to 6 crore rupees. That 6 crore rupees flat is not going to 12 crore rupees in the next 6, 7, 8, 9 years. This is very, very sure. But yes, that 6 crore flat can become a 7 crore flat. So somewhere real estate also as an asset, when it does not go down, it stands at a particular price for 4-5 years. That compounding that has happened at 70, 80, 100% for a 1 or 2 years ultimately comes down to 12-13%. This we have seen over and over again all throughout the world. Why? There is a reason. Real estate and gold are demand oriented, demand and supply oriented assets. Yeah, they do not have an individual working for them. In stock market, you have an individual working for you. The underlying is there. There is that human spirit to earn. There is a lot of advantages. Industries get created over time. So stock markets have that inherent advantage of 5-6% over these, assets who do not focus on, the underlying.
Sure. So, we have always, the last question, we have always heard this narrative that buy good quality management and hold it for long. And ultimately, as you mentioned, there is inherent, zeal to make money, which is one differentiating factor of equity. This is what we have always heard. Buy good quality stock, hold it for long. All, I would say, top, thought leaders in the industry, they do that.
Yes.
But you have kind of emerged as number one fund manager without doing that. You're not doing that. You are kind of understanding everything maybe through quant, right? That this is not the time to do that. This is something which is an old economy bull run, but you gradually will shift and then you will churn again. So you can move to cash, you can move to value, you can move to quality, you can move to special situations using quant. So you are kind of trying to add more value by way of alpha by doing all that. But other fund managers, who like maybe are 70% in the industry are leading the AUM, but you're leading the returns. But now your AUM is also rising. You're also launching new PMSs, right? So you're also becoming a large franchise. Somewhere you will have to draw a line. You will not be able to maybe manage this beyond 1,000 crores in doing whatever churning you're doing. How would you address that? Because now investors will give you money for next 5 years. From here onwards, will definitely have this question in their mind.
See, okay. So as far as the invested growth fund is concerned, so from the extrapolation that we have, it is very easy. So currently we are doing around $100 million. I'm including my prop as well, so that it won't be unfair for the investors. till 500, we currently feel, depending on the current market size, we don't have a problem. So 4-5x growth from here at Invacet, growth is not a problem. But then there comes a big fund to us who says that I want to do 100 crores, but the fees that you charge in this particular thing is not right for me. I want something which is a 2% or a 1% product. Yeah. So for them we are launching the bigger funds. The same thing which is replicated in mid to small cap. So another point I would like to add, the value oriented part, the old economy run focuses on mid and small caps because that is where the value is. Large caps generally don't have that much value left in them because unko sara Hindustan track kar raha hai. Everybody is tracking those large cap numbers. So this is one point that we have to remember, that mid and small caps, why did they do well in the last 2 years? Because it was a value oriented run. Why didn't the mid caps and small caps do well from 2010 to 2020? Why? Because it was a quality oriented bull run. और mid and small caps को जब तक हवा इनके साइड की है, ओवरऑल वर्ल्ड ग्रोथ है और वर्ल्ड ग्रोथ की एक्सपेक्टेशन है, तब तक ठीक है. जब पंक्चर हो जाता है तो दे बिकम वेरी वेरी बैड. Yeah, so now your question that I was addressing is that till 500 million we are okay. I told you about it, that I don't have any problem seeing it right now, and over market size would also increase in the next few years. And somewhere I believe that अब बड़े इन्वेस्टर्स हैं जो बड़े फंड्स हैं, उनकी प्रॉब्लम क्या है? अगर मुझे 80,000 करोड़ रुपया मैनेज करना है और मैनेज करना है 25 कंपनीज में, सो दे आर वंडरफुल इन्वेस्टर्स. वो कहते हैं कि अब हमारे पास कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं है. आई एम अ बिजनेसमैन माई सेल्फ फर्स्ट ना, मुझे इन्वेस्टर की कंसिडरेशन है, तो आउट ऑफ द ऑप्शंस दैट आई हैव, आई विल गिव यू द बेस्ट. या सो उस हिसाब से उनकी साइकोलॉजी ओवर द इयर्स फ्रेम हो जाती है. और कोई बुरा थोड़ी है. इफ यू आर इन 20 years somebody gives you a 16% CAGR, yeah, and doesn't sell you much stocks, so somewhere you have to see कि हाँ यार क्या हो रहा है. मुझे प्रॉब्लम किस चीज़ से कमल, द वाई आई could have been given my money to them initially before development. The problem is that the drawdowns these people see is too much. Somewhere, so one of the biggest funds in India managing 80,000 crores of PMS, from what we were told that the drawdown in 2008 financial crisis was 20%. But when the NAVs came out, the drawdown at that time was 80%. So what is the point saying that we will only do quality? Yeah, quality has to be done in a particular way. So the way we have designed, when our greed and fear algorithm tells us that the markets are very, very expensive right now, that time we keep our money only there are 15 companies that we have listed. We keep our money only there. We have to keep it for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, does not matter. They are the best. उसमें COVID भी आ गया ना. So I had something like a liver and all these companies. तो आपको पता है कि हाँ आ जाए कोविड यार, मेरे पास तो इंडिया की बेस्ट कंपनीज हैं. आई एम नॉट स्कैर्ड. इन मार्केट द प्रॉब्लम्स हैपन इज व्हेन यू गेट टू मच स्कैर्ड और टू मच ग्रीडी. व्हेन यू गेट टू मच स्कैर्ड एंड यू कट ऑफ योर पोजीशंस एज एन इन्वेस्टर. आप कोविड आ गया, मार्केट्स में क्रैश आ रहा है, मार्केट्स केम ऑल द वे फ्रॉम 12,400 टू. सो कैन यू गाइज बिलीव, आई गिव यू अ वंडरफुल फैक्ट. These companies, when the Nifty from 31st of December 2007 at around 6,300 levels came to 2,250, a fall of 66%, these companies went down only 14%. Only 14%. So this is something that you have to, measure. It is very, very important. And फिर हम जब अल्फा की बात करते हैं कि हमें अल्फा चाहिए, अल्फा ऐसे आएगा ही नहीं. फिर तो वो 16% है, कोई 18 कमा लेगा. अगर हमें 26-28 चाहिए तो थोड़ा बहुत चर्न तो हमें करना ही करना पड़ेगा. एंड वी आर डूइंग इट द राइट वे. सो द प्राइम थिंग behind Invacet money making strategy for the last few years, how does the money flow in a natural way? Value, growth, quality, safety. What are we doing in this? Nothing fancy. We are just reducing the beta as the markets are becoming expensive. And as the markets, again get cheap, you increase your beta sharply. This is just we are doing, nothing much. Yeah? And it is a very, very simple process. And why we use quant? We use quant because I believe that the human mind, especially from what I've seen, is not consistent. My situations as an individual will not be the same always. Sometimes there will be some grief in my family. My health will not be well. So somewhere if I can design a generic system which is not very, very complex and can be explained to a 10-year-old that this is how things are and this is how human psychology is and this is how you decode it. And so somewhere I believe that that is the right way of doing things. And I'm very confident in things.
Perfect, Anirudh. I think it was a pleasure connecting with you, talking to you.
Thank you.
As always, I'll just sum it up by saying that yes, there are fund managers who follow quality, who do not do much churning, but then, obviously, as Anirudh mentioned, they kind of go down with market, go up with market. They kind of make you wait, make you, keep patience. Like many of the funds today are like underperforming even the indices. But on the other side, then there are founder-driven funds, which are alpha-focused funds like InvAsset, which manage less AUM, which follow relatively more churn. They are more active, but obviously they kind of follow alpha. Now it depends upon investor, what he is asking. Exactly what I covered in my opening speech. And we always look out for such fund managers who are looking for alpha. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you. And thank you everyone for being here. Thank you.